tried that Hawaii three. Now you're going to try that tie shot. How simple are they? And how close was that one last night to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a difference of balance, you know, like, but that was pretty crazy. I was right under the rim. It's, yeah, definitely one of those things that you remember, you know, for a little bit. Pretty cool to be a part of it for sure. And like you said, I've been a part of another one that was even crazier than that, just in terms of the suspense and everything. But yeah, amazing shot. And yeah, I'm glad he went in.
Being his teammate now for the last 2 years, what have you noticed about his comfort taking that last shot, having the ball in his hands in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, he wants to do that. But again, like he's a maestro. You know? Like he has the ball, he runs the offense, he gets in position, and at those times he wants the ball in his hands, and we want the ball in his hands because he's going to make the right play. Again, it's not always scoring. He's been making the play and making the shot for now some games, but it's not even about just making that shot. It's about making the right decision, and he's always going to do that. And yeah, he's willing to do that. Even in practice, he's willing to do it, and in games, he's willing to do it. So.
I know every series is different, and personnel is different opponent to opponent. But for you, the matchups that you have now, what is different with the challenges you face versus the last series when you were going up against Evan and Jay?
Yeah, I mean, it's different. They have, obviously OG, strong physical. Like it's, obviously it's not as tall as Giannis or Evan, but he does different things and guarding the cat, like able to shoot. It's a different challenge. He's strong also. So it's all different. But I think for me, I just approach it like just game by game, and yeah, like I'm, being here, just wanting to bring whatever I can to the team for us to be successful. And some nights it's going to be just trying to guard wherever I'm out there guarding, and some nights it's going to be scoring. Some nights it could be anything. But yeah, I just want to do everything that I can for our team to be successful.
Pascal, there was so much that you guys went from game two, the national recognition against the Cavs coming out of that victory. What did you guys learn from that experience? Obviously, game three didn't go the way, but that's going to help this time around.
Wait, say one more time, sorry.
So game two against the Cavs, so much notoriety nationally with what you guys were able to do on that comeback. This feels similar with the amount of national attention you guys are getting. We know what happened in game three after
there is
the Cavs.
national attention?
Just a little bit,
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't know. I generally don't. But
just message to the team.
No, I think for us this is game one. I mean, we're playing against a super talented team. Like, they took out the defending champions. Like, I mean, they have ultra talented guys, and it's a long series, and we know that. And you got to focus one game at a time. And for me, I just try to tell the guys, stay level-headed and take it one game at a time, one day at a time. There's going to be games every other day, so it's going to be, it's not going to be, a smooth ride. So we gotta be ready for that, brace for, anything that's coming, and be ready. So that's the message. Like it doesn't really matter if we get recognition or not. Like that's not our focus. Our focus is on us, and knowing that we're playing against a really talented team, and we got to be ready.
Pascal, you've had a lot of looks at Brunson the last couple of years, 43 in game one. Like, from your perspective, what is so challenging about slowing him down?
I mean, like, I feel like this question sometimes I get tired because I'm like, we're talking about how great this person is. Like, we all see it, right? Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it to you, like, he just does everything out there for them. And he's a tough cover, and he's been doing it for a long time, and every series, like he just finds a way to get the ball in the bucket. So yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you. It's just great.
That's no. I know one of your guys' identity is your team's down in pace with your depth. How much of a factor do you think that was in game one already towards the end there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. You can tell better than I can. I'm just out there playing the game, and I think that's what we focus on: just playing the game, doing things in basketball, and that's all we really focus on. Like I can tell you.
Pascal, you guys have said
Time for a few more, guys.
You guys have said Aaron is the kind of player every team wants to have. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, he does everything. Like, you know, yesterday he made like how many threes, like, and then games before he's guarding Brunson full court, like, and then they give him Cat, he's guarding him, like, it doesn't matter who's out there, like somebody's going there, he's gonna put his body on the line, like he literally does everything, and just selfless, like, and yeah, he's tough, man. He's tough. I've watched him a little bit when he was in Boston, like, so, like, but just seeing his growth and how he's able to play and just every single night, like whatever we need from him, like he's doing that. And I don't think we asked him for those threes, but he knocked them down. That's for sure. And that was incredible to watch, man. Like just him get hot like that, and again doing that while guarding also their best player, like it's hard.
Pascal, Coach talked about how you have to just wipe it from memory and get ready for game 2. But when you have such an emotional victory like that, how hard is it to just forget about it and put it out of your mind?
No, it's not hard. Like we have a game tomorrow. Like how much you gonna keep thinking about what happened before? Like we have a game tomorrow. Like, it's a clean slate. Like it doesn't matter if you won by 2 or 20 points. Like we have a new game, so I think it's pretty easy to turn the page because there is a new game tomorrow. Yeah.
Pascal, what do you feel like you guys need to do better now that you've had time to digest the film? You were down for the last second half. What do you need to do better in game 2 that didn't go well for you guys in game 1?
Well, we need to do a lot of things better. I'm probably not going to tell you, but we need to be a lot better.
T.J, how these games have unfolded the last few weeks. We know you guys take pride in wearing the team down physically. Do you notice anything mentally with the opponents down the stretch of these comeback victories that you guys have that makes you feel more confident that you can attack even more?
I don't think we're really focused on how a team looks mentally. I think we're just kind of together in the moment, trying to do what we can to win the game, and that's what we did yesterday.
T.J, everyone's talking about the game, the fans, the media. How was that for you guys on the court? What was the feeling yesterday?
We fought back from being down, and there was a resilient win. That's really all I can say about it. It's a good feeling, but we have to move on.
Tyrese is talking about just those late game situations and some big shots. When it's just a trust that you guys have in those moments. What stands out to you about Fair White you guys and the shot? What you think has so much success against those late?
I just think the best players have the ball in their hands at the end of the game, and they make big time plays. And he's just continued to do that for us. And when the ball's in his hands, we all trust that he's going to make the right play and make a big play for us. And he has continued to do that.
T.J, you've talked in the past about how important Aaron Nesmith is to this team. What was it like for you as his teammate just to see what he did in the fourth quarter last night?
I mean, he's our Swiss Army knife. Like you said, he just does a little bit of everything, and he basically, willed us to get back into the game. He's just such a great player, great teammate, and when someone like him has a game like that, you're happy for him.
T.J, you have a lot of looks at Brunson over the last few years. Have you seen him improve in specific areas year after year as he continues to kind of get better?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. You're not going to shut a guy like that down. It's about making it as difficult as possible. And like I said, he's a really good player. We threw like 4 or 5 guys at him, and he was still able to score at will. So, we got to make some adjustments there. But like I said, just a phenomenal basketball player, and got to be a little bit better at making it hard for him.
Rick was saying it's hard to make it hard for him during games. Where do you see that? How is it so hard to make it that time?
I mean, his ability to shoot the ball, and then you're pressuring him, you can get to the rim and get to the free throw line. He's just a complete player, honestly. And it's, like I said, it's really difficult.
T.J, you guys took 2 in Cleveland last series, have an opportunity tomorrow. How big of an opportunity is this to take him to?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a big opportunity, and we know the atmosphere that we're going to walk into, and the punch that we're going to receive from them. We just have to be ready and stay together.
What stood out in film in terms of where you had to clean up? I think a lot of guys were saying even last night, even after the win, thinking there's got to be a lot that's going to stand out on film. What did when you actually watched it?
I'm not gonna.
Okay, without giving them too much away, but at least something generic.
I mean, it's stuff that I talked about. Just trying to make things more difficult for Jalen and maybe not as much. We got to be better on the boards and stuff like that we've already talked about. But it's more of a collective thing, just coming together and being more tied together, especially when they go on their runs.
I know you've turned the page already and looking ahead, but out of these 3 massive comebacks in this playoffs, which one's been the craziest, you think?
I don't know. They've all been pretty special in their own right. We're just kind of focused on game 2, and what's in the past is in the past. We got to move on.
TJ, did you have a good angle of Ty's shot after the bounce, and what was going through your head after it bounced basically straight up?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in that position before, and I was on the wrong side of it. I saw it bounce up in the air, and it was one of those where it didn't look like it was, the play was over, so you kind of just felt like the ball was in the air for like 10 seconds. When it came back down, we were all very excited, but found out it was a 2, and we had to get ready for overtime.
How deep is that bag of shots that Brunson can go to? Compared to other guys in the league, like how deep is his tool set?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like he doesn't have very many weaknesses. With his ability to shoot and drive the ball, and he can score from 3 levels. So that's why it's pretty much hard for all of us to guard him. So you just got to try to slow him down. And to answer your question, it's just, he's a complete player, 3-level scorer. Call it whatever you want. He's just a really good basketball player.
TJ, a comeback like what y'all have been doing starts with belief, and you can't get it done. Now you've had so many of these. What level of belief do you have, and I guess how increased is your belief after every one of these things happens?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think it's about playing the full 48 minutes, and I think that's the belief that this team has is we play to the final buzzer, and we just have to continue to do that.
What the 2 second-year guys kind of I thought stood out, Shep and Obi? How important were those 2 guys? Shep giving some minutes there, but Obi giving you 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, they were both great. I thought Shep came in and changed the game. With his defense and got a big assist. I think to Aaron on the wing, and Obi just made timely plays. That's what your bench guys need to do. When their numbers called, come in and provide a spark, and that's what those guys did.